This is Cyndy G, and in this video, we're assembling the spooky gumball machine. So I have my pieces laid out, and we're going to take a look here at the front and back of the card. Sorry. I felt like this was a little bit too floppy, so I made a support piece. I think it's the weight of the bat on top. So there is a support piece to add. And it does cut in just a little here so it doesn't affect the card when it's folding. You just want to glue this right in place. And even with this piece, you do want to make sure that you're using a good sturdy cardstock, at least 80-pound cardstock, because this is a tall piece. So you have one for the front and back. I already put it on the back. And in fact, on the back, which I messed up when I cut it because it was an afterthought. On the back one, if you do this one white, then you'll have a panel for writing on. Okay, I goofed when I cut it. I cut it on the same color, and I meant to cut this one on white. So if this is white, then you can, you have a space here for writing a message. And okay, so I just wanted to, so this is the base, and then you've got this little piece to put on. Don't glue this center piece. And you just want to center that right in the front. And then put on your little oh, I just dropped it. So I'm just taking my ink pad, touching the edges. I don't want to do it over my mat because my ink pad comes apart when I use it. Then you're just going to add this turn thing. Okay, we're going to set this aside. So our two inserts has eyeballs. The eyeballs have several pieces. I cut my eyes all in the same color. It'd be cute, I think, if you switched up the color of your eyes. Do a couple different colors. You can add some green and purple in there for monster eyes. That'd be cute. And I just use the pin out of my bottle to grab that. Okay, so the eyes are pretty simple to put together. You'll see when you're working with them. Let me get this on here, and then you'll see how you can kind of make out the circle for the colored part of your eye. It's not in the center, it's a little off center, but you'll see that when you're working with it and you just place your eyeball right in there. That's way too much glue. Okay. So I am going to I'm going to pop up some of my eyes. One on this one. Just trying to see where I put the... And I think it has to be half of one of my foam squares. I use glue to help my foam squares stay on. These are from the dollar store. They're not always great at staying long term. Now, for me, I feel like the centers are sturdy enough, but if you wanted to use a support piece on the centers, you could add that on there. But I feel like without the top, it's not as floppy as the top piece was. So I feel confident that is going to be sufficient. And on this one, I'm only going to put up one. Now, this one doesn't have the extra support of the pieces at the bottom. So if any of them was going to need extra support, it would be this piece. This piece is the back. Okay, now we're going to bring our base in. And I'm going to put glue here on this tab. And put it right back against the back. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the front piece. Laying it down right in front of the piece behind it. Attaching the tab. And take off that excess glue because I don't want it to glue together. Then I'm going to put glue on these two tabs. You can see that they're kind of cascading down. I'm going to leave this side flat on the table and bring this side over and glue them in place. Then fold my card both ways. Open it and close it here by gluing this tab down. And again, do this piece white and you'll have a place for writing. And there is your spooky gumball machine. Thank you for joining me.